Hello, everyone. This is Maria. I am better known as Mrs. J. Foxhunter. I'm coming to you today. I wanted to do a little video to kind of give a little background on our situation and why we have not been able to upload any videos onto Jim's YouTube channel this past year. He got started with the Catfish family over the past year and really enjoys watching all of you and being part of your chats and things like that. And he had high hopes of doing videos himself of fishing and different things. And his health has not allowed us to do that this year. So I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a history. We had a couple of hospital stays, one here at our local hospital, the second one at Dixon, Horizon Medical in Dixon, Tennessee. And we had found out that Jim had congestive heart failure, and the reason behind that was we found out was that he had a bad heart valve that would eventually have to be replaced. However, over the course of the hospital stay, they were attempting to remove fluid and things of that nature, and just continued to have trouble trying to get that off of him and really didn't understand why. So he had gone into different things with confusion and sodium levels being off, and spent some time in the intensive care unit at Dixon Hospital. There were days he didn't even know me. Just a lot of things that was going on. So they finally got him a bed at Centennial Medical Center in Nashville, and which is where they said that the heart valve would have to be replaced eventually. They were trying to get him stronger to be able to tolerate this surgery. So we spent several days. We spent Christmas and New Year's and Jim's birthday in the hospital this year with this issue, and he continued to have fluid pulling off, but it was building up faster than they could get it off. And he again had to go to critical care because of the medicines that they had to administer him to get his sodium levels in check, potassium, allow his kidneys to rest, prevent kidney failure, those kinds of things. We got to the 4th of January, and they were taking him down to do another scan, which was going to look at the back of his heart to determine what kind of procedure that they would have to do for him, and what kind of valve they would have to use. And I had gone to get some lunch, and when I came back, the doctor was looking for me and told me that when they went in to did the scan to look at his valve, he said not only was it not working properly, it was spewing blood, which is not good. And he told me that if he didn't do this procedure now, he said that Jim probably would not survive the night. He said he is in no shape to do this procedure at this time. He said his body is weak. He said his heart's weak. His kidneys are weak, but he said we have no options here. He said if you tell me to bring him back, and he said make him comfortable, he said we'll do that. But he said just know that he will probably not survive long. That was a little rough. That was a hard day. But Jim and I had talked prior to him being, confused and out of his head that he wanted to do this procedure, and he was not ready to give up, and I was not ready to either. So I signed the consent form, and the doctor told me to be prepared for Jim to be on life support for several weeks after this procedure, but expected him to eventually leave the hospital with a pretty good quality of life. So he immediately left the room and went back to get to start the procedure, and I immediately got the phone and started calling people to pray. I was calling my family. I was calling the church. I sent messages to John and Dana Parker. I sent messages to Palmetto Cats to spread the word for the Catfish family to pray for him. My workplace, I had lots of people praying, and for the next 2 hours I sat in the room praying to the Lord, and I told him, I said, Lord, if we need to do whatever's best for Jim. And if you decide to take him, I'll be okay. I'm still going to be with you. I'm still going to follow you, no matter what you decide. But I would really appreciate if you wouldn't take him from me just yet. So in about 2 hours, the doctor came back up, and he came back in the room and told me, he said, he will be back up to the room, he said, in a few minutes. And he said he did remarkably better than we expected him to do. And I reached over and I grabbed his hand and I said, Doc, let me tell you why he did remarkably better than we expected. I said, I have hundreds of people praying for him. Hundreds. And I said, that is what's made the difference for him. And anyway, Jim came back up to the room. He was on a ventilator and on a heart machine to allow him to rest and to recoup as much as possible. I was not able to stay with him there, so I had to go home. But anyway, the next day, that was on a Tuesday. Wednesday, they took him off of the heart monitor. And on Friday, they took him off of the ventilator. And Saturday morning, he called me from the hospital. That is God. That right there is God, because only God could do that. Only God could do that. So he's my miracle man. And I told the Lord that I would share this miracle with everybody that I could share it with. I shared it to everybody in Centennial Hospital. So did Jim. I have shared it outside with my workplace, with the spirituality department of my workplace. And I have shared it with everybody that I can find to let them know that God is the reason that Jim is still here today. But anyway, I wanted to share that with the Catfish family as well, and all of you that watch this video. And we're in the process of getting Jim better. He is doing wonderful. He come home with home health, and they have been working with him. We made it to CatCon this year. He walked around the first day with just a cane. Second day, I had to push him around a little bit, but that's okay. We planned for that and we expected that. So, but anyway, it was such a awesome thing for us to meet all of you guys and meet all of the Catfish family, Stan and Kevin Palmetto and Haz and Brian B. and John and Miss Dana. And all of you guys, Danny Stone, Bobcat, all of you folks that we listened to, it was awesome to meet all of you. And you guys are such an inspiration to us, and you're an inspiration to Jim as well. And we look forward to filming some videos with him continuing to improve with his health. And we look forward to posting some more videos for you guys to watch. And I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching, and look forward to more videos from us. And we're excited about it, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks so much.